All right, welcome to $20 million referrals. This is our monthly Zoom meeting with always the focus being on helping you be the agent everyone loves to hire and refer. Today we're focused on getting ready for February. And again, we do all of this through our three-step process. Number one is just helping you be the real estate expert out there. Number two, we want to help you your sphere of influence feel seen through consistent and personal connections. We do that with our 20MR formula. And then we want your active clients to feel heard and understood. And we use that through our trusted client guide approach. All of this we do because we want you to have a predictable, an enjoyable, and a lucrative business. So if you have any questions about these three steps in our process, how we help with those, just send me a message afterwards. Happy to talk through some of the details with you on that if it makes sense for your business. These meetings are always 20 minutes long. We run through it very quickly, very fast. And so we'll leave time for questions at the end, but we want to make sure we get you in, get you the valuable material, and then get you out. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to revisit that question that we had at the beginning there. Love to hear from a few more people. What does it cost you if you miss a deal from your sphere? Or I guess maybe you could phrase it differently, miss an opportunity to serve somebody in your sphere, right? All right, I got another one, Michael. I agree with Brian too, probably 2 to 3 deals, and that's fantastic. You guys are on the right track because so often I hear people say, oh well, I missed one from my sphere. That's a bummer. I missed out on that deal. But there are those those repeat deals, those referrals that come from that contact. Uh, Jared James has come out and talked about the statistics around the lifetime value of a client in the past, and any guesses on that? You can throw that in the chat. Anybody heard that before? What his team has calculated on the lifetime value of one client in their sphere? Somebody give me a guess on that. $80K. All right, Michael, thanks for jumping out there and throwing something out there. That's great guess. It's actually even higher than that. And this is a couple years ago that they calculated all this, but they said about 117K is the lifetime value of a client to your business. So keep that in mind. And that's why this is so important to us to help give you the right materials to stay in consistent and valuable contact with the people in your sphere. And here are some of those opportunities. So we have updated our $20 million referral formula. There are new ideas on here. There are new resources on our website. You can grab this QR code or you can go to 20-mr.com/2025 to download it. There's other materials there as well. And obviously you can become a free member if you haven't already to access everything. If it is labeled in red, that's something that we consider kind of a fundamental of the program, something you really want to consider including in what you do. If it's labeled in blue and bold, that is something new for 2025, just to help you guys understand that. The red ones, for example, at our office, we can help our agents set all that up right in their CRM, along with any of these other ones that have the little plus symbol by it through our bold trail CRM. So grab this, use it, get it all filled out quickly so that you can be ready for the rest of the year and use some of those new ideas. This is an example of a $60 million agent's plan using the $20 million referral. This agent filled this out. They did it quickly. There's some key things I want to note on this that I think will be helpful for you if you haven't filled yours out already. One, all the activities and events are chosen right now at the beginning of the year for all the months ahead. There are multiple activities going on each month, over 5 events over the year, giving 4 gifts to clients throughout the year. This agent is also using some creativity of their own ideas. You can see in there, this is from across the country. They have some spring training games. They got a top golf at where they're at in the country, so they can leverage some of those things as well. They have selected dates, they've set up budgets. And what's beautiful about having this all done right at the beginning is now they can also enlist the help of their assistants or their staff or their brokerage staff to help get some of these things executed. They know what the game plan is, and that staff knows where they're headed, and they can start to take ownership of some of these things to free you up to work with your clients closer. So you can grab this example at the QR code here, or you can grab it on our website as well. Encourage you to take it and learn from it. In addition to that, we just provided a list of the top 10 things top $20 million referral agents are doing. I won't read through the whole thing here. You can get it at the same site. The key thing is they're being proactive and acting quickly on all of these things so that they get freed up to do more throughout the year with their clients. So I encourage you to grab that as well from our site. At the beginning, I mentioned we are focused on February. So if these are the list of the activities for reasons to call, emails, text messages, postcards, that we have all of those resources, dialogues, templates available for you for the members. So be sure to check that out. We want to highlight a couple of things in this meeting. Number one, client recommendations. So involving your clients in creating your preferred vendor list. This is a great reason to reach out at the beginning of the year, and the conversation goes like this. It's either via a call or an email. You just say, hey, I am updating my vendor list this year. I'm looking for great contractors, great service providers. Did you use anybody over the past year that you felt was exceptional, that really should be on my list and that I should share with other people? And also get them to rank the vendor, on a scale of 1 to 10. This involves that client, it gives you a reason to connect with them, and then you can extend the conversation from there into other areas. The other thing that's great about it is if you get any of those service providers that are ranked a 9 or a 10, give them a call and say, hey, I would like to add you to my preferred vendor list. Let them know what you're doing. And this creates a new relationship for you. It expands your sphere and also creates the possibility of some B2B referral in this new relationship you've developed. So take advantage of that. The dialogues and the templates are in there for phone calls and emails to get this activity done. Number two, this is a message that gets open when you send it out to your clients. People love to look at expensive homes. And so go back throughout the year. What were the top homes sold? What was the most expensive homes sold in your area? Depending on how your system works up, your website, your MLS, you can grab links to those for them to be able to view the photos. You can send them back to your website so that they can view the photos of those properties there. Encourage you to do this because you'll just create that fun interaction and it will keep you top of mind. Some key statistics here and why, again, we don't want you to miss those opportunities. 70% of clients or people who have sold homes after 12 months, they cannot remember their real estate agent's name. So 70% of people, 7 out of 10, can't remember their real estate agent's name just 12 months after they've closed. That's not what we want. That means we're missing out on those future opportunities. And another 80% of people only meet with one real estate agent before making their decision. We know lots of people in our spheres know more than one agent, so we want to make sure we are the one that they call right away. Otherwise, that's missed opportunities. Big way to do that is to just be top of mind with some fun things like this. And let me take it even a step further. little spin-off on it. I mean, what is the beginning of the year? It's awards season, right? We got movie awards, the Oscars comes up, the Golden Globes. In real estate, we have all sorts of award ceremonies for top producers. So have some fun with this. Create and brand your own unique property sold awards that you can highlight annually. The most expensive, the best kitchen, the largest home, the strangest property, the best backyard, whatever it is, get creative. Here's the idea: create a video of you introducing and giving these awards to whatever these homes that sold were. Show some photos of them in your video, talk about why they won the award, and share that with your sphere as just a fun way, again, for them to see some really cool, interesting, unique properties. When you do this, the idea is for it to be fun and creative, but also to show off some of your expertise and your knowledge of the market. And again, just make sure your name is top of mind whenever they think real estate. Always make sure that whatever you're showing, that you have the rights to be able to show those property photos. And a video is a great way to be able to go about doing that and walking them through just like you would on a CMA report or things along those lines. So have some fun with that. We are also promoting and talking about annual letters at this time, which is just a message out to your sphere of influence. Here's what happened last year in real estate. Here's what we forecast for the next year. We talked about this last month, and I want to take this a step further and something that might make it even more interesting for your clients. But if you want that template, you can get it right there on our QR code or from the links we send out after the meeting. Here's how you can take it further. Every year we put together a list like this of the year a home was purchased and the cumulative amount it increased in value since the year it was purchased. So if you purchased in, say, 2018, well, since then, that home has increased in value by just under 70%, according to the statistics out there. So what can you do with that? If you know what a past client purchased their home for and the year, you can calculate out the amount their equity has increased. And so here's how this reads. It says, "Dear client, there's been historic increases in home values over the last few years. I thought I would want that you would want to know that since you bought your home in 2013 for 238K, the home values in your area have increased by X. This means your home is now worth over 550,000, and that's over 319,000 in additional equity." Who doesn't want that news, right? That's a fantastic and welcomed message from you. And here's the kicker. Here's the conversation starter. I want to know your reaction on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being below expectations and 10 far exceeding it. What do you think? Text me your answer, and now you get to have a great conversation with that past client. You can even do that and build on it. And this comes from curator.com. Great idea to take that equity evaluation and take it a step further. It's a little hard to read up in the corner, so I'll read it for you. And this is an agent who said, "I sold this home in 2021 and I just did an equity evaluation on it today for their clients. They've earned over 100K in equity in just 2 years. If you want a free equity evaluation, just DM me your address," and so on. This is a great way to go get out there. One, show some of your expertise, show a great success story of one of your clients, but also expand your network. You can go one step further too and do this in different platforms. And here's another example. I just did an equity report for one of my clients who gained 155K in equity in the past 4 years. Do you want an equity report? And then they can connect with you through that. So not only can you work this for your own sphere, build those connections, but you can expand this out onto social media and try to grow your sphere as well. All right, we are getting close to the end here. We've gone through a lot of material, just a couple more things for you, and then we'll wrap up and answer any questions. When we're talking about social media, we highly, highly encourage you to show your work. So what does that mean? So many times we spend just all we see for real estate posts is, hey, it's another listing photo or it's another picture of clients at a closing, which is great. It shows you're doing business. It shows people trust you with their real estate. So that's good. Don't stop doing that. But we encourage you to take it a step further. Think about all the things you do to get a home ready for sale. Think about the staging, thinking about the door knocking, think about all the things you do to put together your advertising. Are you using unique ways to bring exposure to more buyers? Do share more of that material online so people understand what it is that you do to really get their property highlighted and sold. Or if it's working with buyers, what are some of the obstacles that you overcame to help them get to that dream home? Put together some case studies, share those materials, give them a peek underneath the hood of what you do. That speaks to so much more of the value that you provide, and it's a much more interesting post than just another photo of a closing. So try showing your work, see how that can help grow your sphere online. And then the last thing before we wrap here, and this is to just help you stand out in the mail. We encourage everybody, whether you're sending out that letter or if you're sending out regular birthday cards every month or home anniversary cards, write those now when your business is slower during this time of year. Couple recommendations. If you want these things to be opened, especially those home equity reports or those annual letters, hand address the envelopes and use colored envelopes. They're going to stand out in the mail much more. If you feel like you don't have time to hand address all those envelopes, find somebody that you can pay per letter to write those. Or if you have to use labels, printed labels, make sure you at least use colored envelopes. I'll tell you right now, white envelopes with printed labels rarely get opened because what else comes in white envelopes and white labels are bills, and people don't want to see those. So we encourage you to give this a try, stand out in the mail, have some fun with it. It doesn't cost you really much of anything extra to just have some colored envelopes and really make sure you pop out of that mailbox and get opened up first. As we wrap here, I got another question for you, and I'd love to just hear from some of you online. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being very confident, how do you feel about real estate as you're starting this new year? Tyler, 8, love it. Uh, that's up there. Who else? Well, some of you are thinking about that and putting your numbers in there. Just want to give a reminder out there, if you've received any value from $20 million referrals, we just asked, share it with a friend. We find that and studies show that you're 65% more successful if you do these activities and have a friend who's participating with you. And we also ask that you just please keep our firm in mind. If you know anybody, any agents or anybody looking to get into real estate, that may be looking for a new home or something different, and you feel like that they would be a good fit for some of these things that we do, send me a text or an email. I'd love to chat with them as well and get them introduced. All right, we got an 8.5 in here from Brian. We got an 8 from Michael. We got a 7 from Tiff. Renee's an 8. This is great. Good. We got some high confidence going into the year, and hopefully what we've shared here today will give you a few additional things to get rolling with at the beginning of the year. And if you're feeling a little bit down about the start of your year, feeling like it's a little bit of a slow start, a quick bonus idea for you and a reminder that sellers think about their move for about 6 months before they finally contact a real estate agent, and buyers think about it for 3 to 4 months. So before they really start to make a move on things. So if you have any old leads that you think are dead, reach out to them, give them a call, a text, or an email, and just simply say, hey, are you still interested in buying a home in whatever your city may be? Are you still thinking about moving in 2025? Are you still thinking about listing your home soon? And see where this gets you. Simple, short, to the point, and we have had great success stories from agents who have taken the time to go back, dig through some of those old dead leads, especially during this time of year when things feel a little bit slower, and really start to get those conversations going.